guys, it's Mary Carolyn here and Champ because someone's outside and this guy's barking. So it's one of the cool things about coaching, huh? Get to sit with puppies in your lap while you work. Not a bad way to work, in my opinion. But I'm super excited to share some things with you guys this evening. I'm just going to wait and give folks a couple of minutes to hop on. You guys do have the ability to comment and ask questions, which is awesome. I will be looking at those throughout. Definitely at the end, we'll have like a little Q&A where I'll let you ask any questions you have. As you hop on, definitely let me know like where you're from, who's on. I can't always see names, but I'm super excited to see who all is on here live with me. Champ always has to be center of attention, huh? So we'll give it just a couple of minutes. I see a couple people hopping on. Hey guys, let me know who all is here. It's always like good to know who I'm talking to. I don't know why sometimes I can see and sometimes I can't. It bugs me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. First of all, for those of you who don't know me very well, my name is Mary Carolyn, and I live in a really small town in Pennsylvania. I've been a coach for a little over 2 years now, which is crazy to me. This time has just flown by. But my journey with my health and with weight loss has been a roller coaster, and that's not necessarily what I'm here to talk about, but I think it's important for you to know a little bit of a background on it. At my heaviest weight, I was over 330 pounds, and that was while I was in college. So, like 21 years old, over 300 pounds. Like I said, it's been a roller coaster, and that was definitely a very low part in my life. I had a lot of ups and downs in my journey, but I found Beachbody because I was really looking for a life of balance. I had had some success in losing weight, but I never found success in learning to live a balanced life, and I never learned success in growing my confidence. And that is what I was looking for. So a girl that I was friends with on Facebook, I didn't really know her. She actually made my wedding cake. It was kind of like a weird thing. But she was posting on Facebook, maybe like you have seen me post before, about something called a challenge group. And I didn't really know what it was, didn't know what it was all about, but I needed support. I knew that much. And it sounded like something that could really help me. Actually, she had like this killer transformation with a program you maybe have heard of called Hammer and Chisel. And that was kind of like the icing on the cake that made me be like, whatever, what do I have to lose? Yeah, I'm broke. I don't have the money, but whatever. I need to try this because I'm so unhappy with where I am. So long story short, I fell in love with the community, and maybe not everyone in there was over 300 pounds at one point, but they all had a story, and I related to each and every one of them in some way. And it was just really cool to have someone who kind of understood me. Again, we weren't all the same, but someone who was working towards a common goal to be healthy and fit. So I decided to coach just for the accountability. I didn't really see myself making a ton of money in it. It wasn't about that. I never wanted to go back to that girl who was, 333 pounds. I never wanted to go back to that crappy confidence that I used to have. And I knew that if I committed to sharing my journey on social media, maybe if I got a couple of family members, a couple friends to join me, I just knew that that was going to create an accountability system for me that I needed to stay healthy and fit. So that was why I decided to coach, because I was scared to death to gain my weight back. So let's go a little bit deeper into like what is a challenge group. So business wise, it's like the bread and butter to our business. It's how we help our customers. It is the groups that we plug them into to give them, extra accountability every day. We as coaches post some little motivation, some inspiration. You don't need to be like a dietitian. You don't need to know a ton about fitness. You're there as a cheerleader, and you plug them into these groups so that they have a bunch of cheerleaders cheering them on. Honestly, I've met a lot of my now best friends in these challenge groups, even more in the coaching community. But it's just a really cool place for folks who are looking for some accountability to stay healthy and fit. So that's basically it. The bread and butter to our business, how we help our customers. And that's like the big thing. I always tell people that, in my opinion, Beachbody is a triple threat. They have everything that someone needs to be successful in their journey, because they're not only getting fitness, they're not only getting help with nutrition, but they're also getting support. And that's the thing that most people are missing. I don't know of anything else that gives people help with all of those things. So I want to talk a little bit about some worries that I had before I started coaching. I'm seeing a couple more folks hop on. Hey guys, I want to talk a little bit about some of like the worries that I had in my mind before I, pulled the trigger and decided to coach. So I thought that because I wasn't far enough along on my journey, I wasn't at my goal weight, like whatever that is. I didn't have abs. I thought that I couldn't help people, and I thought that people wouldn't take me seriously as a health and fitness coach. Is that something that any of you guys are thinking? If so, definitely let me know. It's a common thought. But here's the thing. It couldn't be further from the truth. What inspires most people will back up. First of all, you don't need to be a fitness pro. So no one is expecting you to have abs. What people are expecting you to do is help them stay inspired. That's your job. You are to inspire others to start their journey, and you do that by sharing your journey. So yeah, it's super amazing and super inspiring to see someone with abs, but to me, I don't know about you, but to me it's even more inspiring to watch someone lose the weight that they've struggled with losing their entire life. It's more inspiring to watch someone's confidence grow. Maybe you don't have weight to lose, but maybe you are not very healthy. Maybe you don't have confidence. It's more of an inspiration to watch someone's journey in that way unfold. It's a lot less exciting to lose, the weight or gain the confidence and then talk about it after. People want to watch your journey. So that is that's pretty awesome. I hear that, we'll call it an objection, a lot. Another thing I thought, I was like, I don't really even like working out. How am I going to convince other people to? Well, guess what? 2 years in, now I'm like better. I use fitness as a way to cope with anxiety, but there's still some days where I don't want to work out. Guess what? I inspire people because I do it anyway. Like, I talk about that. If you're friends with me on Facebook, if you follow me on Instagram, you're going to see me talk about that. Like, today I would rather stab my eyeballs out than work out. But guess what? I did it anyway because otherwise my anxiety would be through the roof. Otherwise, I wouldn't be working towards the goal that I have for myself. I would be letting myself down. I would be letting my customers down because they're depending on me. Like, if Mary Carolyn skips her workout, I can skip my workout. I don't want to even put that thought into their head. So you don't have to love fitness. It's okay. I was also worried about Shakeology, and to be 100% transparent, I thought that it was expensive. Okay. I wasn't really a shake person. a lot of just protein shakes made me sick. I now know that I have an issue with whey and dairy, but then I did my research on it and I broke down the price. First of all, I realized that it wasn't a protein shake at all. I realized that it was a superfood shake. I realized that I was getting probiotics, prebiotics, and a ton of superfoods that you just can't eat, even if all you eat is salad all day. Just a lot of stuff in there that I wasn't getting. So I decided, like, whatever, I'll just try it for a couple of months. If it makes a difference, okay. If it doesn't, like, nothing too huge lost. But then as far as the cost goes, I had to like really sit down and look at my budget to afford it because, we were newly married, didn't have a ton of money. But I looked at the money that I was spending on fast food. Is anyone on here like a fast food junkie? Sheetz or McDonald's or just even like junk food, like freaking gummy bears. That's my thing from the grocery store. Well, that money adds up. Even just, dollar items from McDonald's. Say that you get 2 McChickens and a large Sprite and a fry. Well, that's going to be like almost $5, right? Well, Shakeology daily, as a coach, with the discount is like $3.50 a day, and that's the healthiest meal that I eat all day long. So I just had to tell myself, like, Mary Carolyn, you're being silly. But now, like, Shakeology has transformed my life. As I told you, I've had a lot of ups and downs in my weight loss, and during my downs, when I was struggling with malnourishment, I had chunks of my hair falling out. I've had a lot of skin problems because of some malnourishment issues from my past during those ups and downs of my journey, and Shakeology has really, really helped with that. My whole family drinks Shakeology, like my 3rd, 4th cousins, like they all do. My mom is off all of her blood pressure and cholesterol medicine. Like I could go on and on and on, but I don't know. I like to share the gift of Shakeology with others because of what it's done in my life. And that kind of leads me into this next thing that I was nervous about. He's got to say hi again. Was being salesy towards my friends. I was really worried about that. I didn't want to be like some of those people that you see posting on Facebook. You know who I'm talking about, who everywhere you look, they're just trying to sell you something. And my coach kind of stopped me in my tracks in a conversation about this and said, Mary Carolyn, go to my Facebook. Do you see me like posting anything about selling something? Or do you see me sharing my journey and, sharing what's working for me, what I'm doing, and, talking about the challenge groups that you run in a non-salesy way? And I realized that she was so right. So we are a part of the #1 Beachbody team in the entire company. Melanie Mitro, you can look her up on Facebook or Instagram if you want. She is the #1 coach. She has been the #1 coach for multiple years in a row now. And we get our trainings directly from her. It's amazing to be able to learn from literally the top dog. And she is like the sweetest person that you'll ever meet. She's so down to earth. I don't know. It's kind of amazing to me to see someone so just everyday girl next door be in a position like she is, but we get the best of the best trainings from her. And the best of the best training doesn't entail being salesy because no one likes being sold to. So I just really wanted to share that with you because that was a worry of mine. Salesy is not how we roll. I next want to talk about the fact that going into this, you might not know what it's going to turn out to be for you. Like I told you, I did not decide to go all in with coaching right off the bat. It was just accountability for me. So that's the really cool thing about coaching. It can be whatever you want it to be. If you want it as a way to keep you accountable, that's what we'll go into this, with our main goal being. If you want it to pay for your Shakeology every month, that will be our goal. If you want it to pay for your groceries, and you know what? If you are like me and you want to replace your full-time income and be home with your babies, whether they're fur babies or human babies in the future, whatever your goals are for this business, they can be met. It does take work. It's just like any other job. You don't just get there like with a snap of a finger. But it can happen. And I just really want to reiterate to you guys, remember, I started coaching just for the accountability. But I want to tell you a little bit about my story on how it became more to me. 3 months into coaching, my husband lost his job. It was a really good job. It was a really stable job. It was one day before our first wedding anniversary. It was like 3 or 4 days before we were planning to put in an offer on a house. And it really rocked our world. Like, we have dealt with layoffs before this one that I'm talking about now. My husband works in a trade, and in the area that we live, it's just kind of common. It's just kind of what happens. People are laid off pretty frequently. So I knew in that moment that I could either like let it rock my world and really mess with us, or I could take this opportunity that I had been given in coaching and decide to freaking make it something. I watched it happen in my coach's life. I watched it happen in other coaches' lives. I knew that they made it something that changed their families' lives. And I just kind of said, like, why the hell not me? I decided in that moment, and my husband was supportive from the start, that, we didn't want to rely on somebody else for a job. We didn't want to rely on someone else for our future, our kids' future. It just wasn't going to be what our lives were going to be like anymore. And from that moment on, I decided that coaching was going to be our way out. So that's what we did. And I got to tell you, like, a little tiny sidebar, but really cool part of this story. Maybe 8 months later, I can't do math in my head. 7 months later, that house that we were about to put an offer in somehow was still available. It actually was available like for sale by owner, so we saved a ton of money. But my coaching business grew so much, and my husband found another wonderful job. It was just definitely a God thing, like him letting us know that we were on the right path and that we were doing the right things. But that same house was available, and that's the house that I'm changed my life from the inside out. I'm the girl who my confidence was horrible, guys. Like, I would rather stay in my house than go anywhere. I would stand in front of the mirror for like literally an hour a day, picking myself apart, even whenever I had lost over 100 pounds. I wish that I could show you the old me and show you new me, because they don't look like the same person at all. And that's 100% because of coaching. So while the money in the house, whatever, is all awesome, being happy with who you are and having a supportive group of women to help you become the best version of yourself inside and out is pretty freaking incredible. So help me stop living paycheck to paycheck, help me become a more confident person. And I'm not trying to tell you that I'm the most confident person in the world now. It's still something I have to focus on, but holy crap, I've come a really, really long way. So moral of, that topic of the story, this coaching thing, it can be whatever you want. If you just want, to be a coach for the discount, if you want the products at a discount, whatever, we can do that. If you just want it as a hobby, something to do in your spare time, something to keep you accountable, something to earn a little bit of extra money for date nights, let's freaking do it. If you want to go all in with me and like sky's the limit kind of thing, we'll do that too. Whatever you want. As far as income, a lot of people, this is like why you're on here live. Like, you want to know how we make money. So it's a little in depth. I'm not going to go into every little nook and cranny of it, but the basics, we make an income by making an impact. So the more people that you help, the bigger your income is going to be. Like, that's kind of obvious, right? We earn our money first. Like most people start off, most of their income comes from commissions. We earn 25% commission. So if someone orders Shakeology from you, you earn a 25% commission. Someone, orders a program for you from you, you earn the commission on that. And then there are also you know, there is income that comes from what we call a challenge pack. If you've never heard me talk about that before, that's like what I call the it's gives you every little thing that you need to be successful with your health and fitness journey in one little bundle. It gives you access to the fitness programs, the nutrition plans, it gets you Shakeology, and it gets you plugged into a challenge group. So with those challenge packs, now we're gotten really far away from DVD fitness. That's what Beachbody used to be known for. But now we have something cool called Beachbody On Demand, where folks get a year's subscription, which is kind of like Netflix, to workouts. So they can try every single workout that Beachbody has ever created, whether that's T25 or 21 Day Fix or the new program that I'm doing now, 80 Day Obsession. They get access to all of those, and then they get their Shakeology, they get the meal plans, and they get entrance into the group. So there are, different set commissions, which are bigger than the 25% on those challenge packs. And then the really cool thing about our income structure is we earn cycle bonuses whenever we start building a team. So once you hit your first big rank advancement, you start earning cycle bonuses. And basically, in a nutshell, I'm not going to go huge into detail because it can get kind of confusing, is once you start growing a team, you start growing more of an income. So now that is where a lot of my income comes from. And it's really awesome because one of my favorite things about coaching is not only being able to help people in terms of their health and fitness, but also helping them become financially free and change their life with the coaching aspect. Challenge groups are awesome. They 100% changed my life, but coaching, it just gave me the full package in terms of my health and fitness and in terms of, changing our financial lives as well. So I hope that answers. You can definitely ask me. I can see comments here. Let me know if you have any questions on that. I hope that explains it enough for you. Basically, the more people you help, the more income that you're going to make. Also, in addition to the income, there's also other rewards, which is the exciting thing that I wanted to talk about tonight, which was my trip to Mexico. It was actually the second international trip that I have gone on. Last year, in April, I got to go to Punta Cana, and both Mexico and Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, I got to take my husband. And that was so incredibly exciting for me. So I started coaching in March of 2016. Yeah, I had to do the math. And I watched my coach go on a cruise that next April. And I was like, dang it, I'm going to be on that next trip. And I set that as a goal for myself. And within, I don't know, maybe 9 months of coaching, I had earned that trip. And I'll never forget, like, my husband was washing my car out in the driveway. And I'll never forget, like, running out of the house barefoot, like, screaming up and down to him, letting him know that I earned, and this was an us thing because he helps me in this business too, that we earned the trip to Punta Cana. And as new homeowners, I'm only 26. We're young. We weren't going to have the money. We weren't going to, that's not where we were going to put our money to be able to go on a trip like that to Punta Cana or even, now to Mexico. It just wasn't going to be in the cards for us in this time in our life. So being able to provide him with as supportive as he is of me in life and me in this business, it was just everything to me. So you can earn those trips by helping. We have something called Success Club, which if you decide to become a coach, you'll learn all about. But it's basically like helping 3 people a month. you can earn a trip like that. Next year, we're going on a cruise to Haiti, and there 100% is still time to earn that trip. So if you want to go, you got to start now, but you can go on that cruise to Haiti. I've also gotten to travel to some other really cool places. I've been to Orlando, Florida. I've been to Destin, Florida. I've been to Nashville, New Orleans. I'm going to Indy here this summer. I'm going back to Destin in September. I just have gotten to travel a lot. And, in college, I'm digressing a little bit, but in college, I was like so fearful of growing up because I didn't want to be like stuck in a desk. I didn't want to be able to not travel and not explore. So the fact that coaching lets me go on like multiple trips a year, 2 international trips with my husband every year, it's pretty incredible. It definitely lets me like be a little free spirit, a little free bird, and that's just, in addition to all the other stuff, is super awesome. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll hang tight for a second. This is my pre-workout. I have a long night of work, and I knew that I was going to be talking to you guys, so I decided to take pre-workout before I came to chat. So if you see me moving around, I can't sit still, that's why. Alrighty, guys. I really appreciate you all hopping on tonight. It was really nice sharing what's on my heart. This is like my favorite thing about coaching, just sharing what it's done for me and my husband and, our future family. So thanks for tuning in. If you would like to join us and change your life and help other people change their life through this business, definitely let's chat.